Hello, all of our faithful listeners. And if you're new here, welcome to the Talk of the Town podcast, where each week we bring you valuable insight and information that directly affects our local business community. I'm Danielle Hawley, and I'm proud to say that I'm the executive director of the best chamber of commerce around, the Fontana Chamber of Commerce. And I'm so excited each week to bring you our Talk of the Town podcast with my awesome co-host, Mr. Carlos Garcia of FYI Technologies. How's it going, Carlos?
Fantastic. Looking forward to today.
Me too. You're such a trooper. I just appreciate you every week. You just show up and make it happen for our podcast. You're a rock star. This week
Team
we have
effort. Team effort for sure.
Go team. This week, we're excited. We have one of our Fontana Fab Five on the podcast, Sindy Zuniga, who is our workforce I can't even talk. See, I'm so excited. Our workforce development director of the Fontana Chamber of Commerce. Sindy, welcome to the show. We're so excited to dig in today to hear about your role here at the Chamber and learn more about you. So let's first start off by having you tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, hi. Excited to be on. Hi to everyone who's listening. I promise I'm gonna try my best to not be nervous. W's confuse me a lot, so I've made that same mistake like a million times. Every time I introduce myself, that's probably gonna happen to me too. But yeah, I'm Sindy. I'm director of workforce here. I found myself here at the chamber by accident, I like to say. It all started because I made friends with a woman named Anne Marie Reed. I own a business. It's a print shop, so we do like business cards and like things like that. But our main thing is making stickers of people's pets and cars because those are two of my favorite things. So it's just what happened. She was working for a friend of mine at the time who had ordered a set of car stickers. And so she received them and he's like, oh, open them, like send me a picture, I want to see. So when she opened them, she's like, oh, these are really cool. Like, I'm going to follow her on Instagram. And so we just like became Instagram friends as you do. And she started her own boutique, Anne Marie's Boutique. You guys should look it up on Instagram. And she had her first pop-up here in Fontana, literally across the street from the chamber. So I saw she was going to be around. So I came out to say hi to her. And I met her and Daniel Reed, who, as you guys know, is treasurer. And we just hit it off and we became friends. And after a while, Daniel thought that I would make a great fit for this office. And the rest is history.
I love that. Yeah, Daniel Reed serves on our board of directors as a treasurer on our exec committee. He does a fantastic job. And if you have not met his wife, Anne-Marie, she is a gem. I don't know anybody who doesn't like Anne-Marie.
She's literally the best, like
Total
the best.
Sweetheart. But I know they had approached me and said, hey, we have this friend and I just want to give her resume over and, we're growing here at the chamber. So just see where she would be a best fit. And so it was really great, obviously getting to meet you and then, the onboarding and all of that happened after that, because you have been such a great addition here in this role as our workforce development director. And it's so funny to hear your background that you weren't doing anything related to this. That's usually how it happens, right? But with your stickers, your cars, your animals, that's so specific. Tell me a little bit more about animals and cars. Why animals and cars?
I mean, it's just one of those things where you fall in love with something and you try to build your life around it because you just want to do more of it. I love animals like crazy. I think that's part of the reason why you and I bond is because we love our cats.
Cat ladies.
Yeah. I had a dog that we just recently had to, put down a little while ago, put to sleep. So that was kind of hard and I love him so much and everything, but he really taught me just what it's like to care for something, and to really like bond and just care about the well-being of somebody outside yourself at a super young age. So I attribute a lot of the things that I've done in my life just to that relationship and just being able to have that responsibility. Like as a little 12-year-old, like I'm 30 and, I was lucky to have him for as long as I did. But yeah, no, I just fell in love with animals, love giraffes, can't have one of those though. And I just wanted my dog everywhere. Like you go to Ross and you see the generic, dog things. And I'm like, yeah, but my dog doesn't look like that. So I started making my own merch of my own pets and it just kind of grew from there. And then with cars, I've always liked them, but nobody in my family was really into them. So I didn't learn how to work on them or anything. Then once I started selling cars, I've had a lot of weird jobs, but for a while there I was selling cars and I finally had the opportunity to be around them, talk to the techs. And I thought it would be cool if as a thank you card after I sold a car, I gave them like a sticker or something of their car. Obviously I looked into it, super expensive. So I was like, oh, never mind, I'm not going to do that. But that always stuck with me. I'm like, that would be cool. So it's just one of those things where you kind of hold onto it and then the opportunity just kind of lined up down the road. But yeah, it's just things that I love. I just built my life around things that make me happy and helping people makes me happy. So I think that's why throughout my career, I've always ended up in positions where I'm training somebody or I'm helping things get organized or, event planning. And it all just kind of works here. This is a little bit of everything I've done. So I love it here.
Well, we love having you here.
It's funny because you've heard this, right? Pet people are people that you can trust, right? There's just a different kind of vibe, right? With people that are pet owners, no matter what. And when you're talking about dogs too, to me, even my first dog, it's the true meaning of unconditional love, which is just amazing, right? Pets that they care for you no matter what you're going through, and I love it. And that's why I say too, it's like pet people are people you can trust. Always do business with pet people, right?
I have found that to be true.
For sure. So let me ask you about your current role, right? So what currently as your workforce development director, what does that role entail? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, it's very broad, but I like to say that the basics of it is I connect our business community and our job seeker community to each other and to resources. That's basically it. So we have a contract with San Bernardino County Workforce Development Department. And through them, we have access to WIOA funds. So the program is the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. So it just basically means that the state is putting a lot of money into developing the workforce. And all that means is that we want to provide resources to not just job seekers, but also businesses to empower them and give them the option to bring on more hires, to train people that are within their existing workforce. So there's funds for it. They have the HR hotline, which we love. If you're a small business, I recommend that you go to our website and check out our careers tab because you can just find everything that we offer through WIOA, you could find on our site. So you don't have to wait for me to reach out and, have the time to email you back or whatever. I want to make everything accessible for all of our members in our workforce community. But that's just all that it means is that we partner with the county to provide those resources and just give everybody the opportunity to advance their careers and to grow their businesses.
That's awesome.
What does a typical day look like for you, Sindy?
Well, for sure, no 2 days are the same. I wish they were sometimes. But I like to start off by just going through emails. Communication is key, right? So anybody who's reaching out to me, I promise I try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. So that's kind of how I decide how the day is going to go. Just check my email, check my calls. And it's usually job seekers or it's partners just wanting to hear more about our resources. And then from there, I'll usually spend some time looking up jobs for our job seekers and learning about what resources exist for them. Honestly, it's so different every single day. I don't know. It's just a lot of research and it's a lot of kind of planning and moving the pieces in a way that'll make them accessible for everybody. Of course, we have all of our chamber events and just staying up to date on workforce things. So I try to do like workshops and trainings, constantly just trying to learn more about what's out there and what fields are developing so that I can bring that back and share it with our community.
I love it. And that's our mission statement here at the Chamber, is to be the advocate, voice, and resource to our local business community. And so I feel like that's why your role is so impactful and so important to what we're doing, because you are bringing in those resources, not only for our job seekers, but for our employers. And that's right there, like you said, on our website. Go to Fontana Chamber. Check out our website, but under there, you said it's under our career tab, right? That they
Yes.
can go through and find all of those things. And you're always updating it and always adding new things, because we're constantly building new relationships and partnerships, like you said, adding new trainings and workshops, just to help equip our business community to be successful and be that great resource. But then on the flip side, for those job seekers, and I have to say kudos to you, because I feel like since you've been here, that workforce development phone over there is ringing nonstop, which is good, because I think it's a testament to just your love and your care and concern for people, no matter where they're at, what stage of life. I know you've had several people that one person thought, oh my gosh, I'm too old, and then end up being overqualified for the things that they were applying for. And so you're kind of a life coach too, I think, in a lot of ways.
I try, for sure. I've been very lucky in my life to find really good mentors. And that's part of what I'm trying to instill here is, I'm developing kind of that funnel through the site so that everybody can kind of, sometimes it's 3 a.m. and you get that burst of motivation, like, I'm ready to change my career. You can start on our site, and I want to have just like everything you would need. Like, you're curious about this industry, guess what? We have somebody who is in that industry. Send me an email and I will try to connect you or find networking events for you to go to. But this way you don't have to wait for me. So I'm doing all of that, obviously, but more than anything, I think you and I both agree on the fact that education is the most important thing. That doesn't necessarily mean like go to school and then you'll get a good job. It means that you need to be informed on what resources there are, and you need to be able to, find them and apply them to your life. Because there's so many people out there that are doing the work to improve the job market, to empower you to just have open doors. Like, there's so much that you can do just by making a friend. And I really think that is kind of the theme of everything we're doing, just that underlying, like, hey, just make a friend. Like, you don't need to see things out of this very like business formal lens. It's just about making connections, relationships, and honestly, like, just ask. Like, I just want people to know that if you ask for it, the worst they can tell you is no. But there's so many people who want to help, and I just want to connect them all.
I love
And
it.
you know what? It's also very true to the sense of the best Fontana chamber, right? Fontana is the best chamber. And I'm going to tell
Yes,
you,
of
from a
course.
business perspective, is exactly what you just said. There's not one person that I can think of I've ever encountered within the chamber that's not there willing to help, right? And it's always about helping the community. It's always about helping business owners thrive and all of that. And you also working in this particular field, I think it sends a huge message that you are a chamber that welcomes everybody. This is not just a numbers chamber. This is actually a chamber that cares about your well-being and for your business to thrive as well too. So I thought I'd throw that in there for
Thank you,
Yeah,
Carlos. You get a raise, my friend.
definitely. And I do
Carlos
about
donates his time. But I'm giving you a raise, Carlos.
Thanks.
Yay, workforce.
All right, I want to keep going down this path here, talking about how we're servicing individuals, and I know we can come up with some great examples and stories here. So I want to discuss. So we've talked about additional, resources and things for our business owners. I think we've checked off all of those boxes, right? So if they're not sure, they can call the office, come in, make an appointment with you, go on our website. Got all of that down. But let's talk about some events, because you are a very busy girl. We are very busy at the chamber. We always have events going on, but specifically workforce events. And I want you to highlight some of those to educate folks on some of the things that we have going on. And then I want to dig into our job fairs.
Okay, yeah. So for sure. Our next job fair is coming up very quick. It is for August 13th, and it will be with our amazing partners over at Hilton Garden Inn in Fontana. We're very grateful that they offered us that space. It's going to be like amazing. I'm so excited for this job fair. But everybody make sure you sign up if you want to be an employer, if you want to attend, like visit fontanachamber.org and get yourself signed up. But that's the main event we have going on at the moment. If you go to our brand new careers tab on the website, you'll actually be able to find an additional listing of networking events near you and other hiring events that are happening with the County of San Bernardino. So one-stop shop for you to see everything you need to see. But for sure, that job fair is going to be amazing. We have a lot of employers signed up who are just eager to meet our community and to start forming those relationships to get you to that next career path.
That's fantastic. So I want to dig into what these job fairs entail, because it's not a typical job fair. And we just had one, feels like we just had it, but it was like couple months ago. And we're gearing up for our next, we do them quarterly. And you just did such a fantastic job stepping in. It was your first one that you did. Totally knocked it out of the park. We had over 250 people that walked through the door looking for services, jobs, assistance. And so I want to really dig into the things that we offer at our job fair.
Yeah, so we're not a regular job fair. We're a cool job fair.
Yeah, we're not a regular.
Always themed, always fun. The job seeking process can be so draining and like icky. So obviously we prioritize making it fun, making it a good time, just like very upbeat, like good vibes here. So that's something that you've done with all of our events that is just amazing for morale. But we are also an expungement event. So we'll have the DA's office there, like doing expungements on site. I believe last time we did 17, which is crazy. Like that's 17 people that just started like a whole new chapter of their lives because they came to our event. So we'll have more of those types of resources available at this job fair. You could check out the website for all the little details. And we are also hosting our friends from Empowering Success Now. We have somebody there who will, if you have no resume, she can help you make one from scratch. She'll get it printed out there so you can start handing it out like to all the, I think we're expecting maybe 40 employers this time around. I don't know that she can print you 40 resumes, but you can get close. And yeah, I think last time she made 13. Imagine like one resume when you work on it for yourself takes like a week. Like, I don't know how she made 13 in one day, but she did. And it's so cool to just see people walking around with their resumes in hand, like getting ready to go out there. And you don't have to wait for the job fair. If you can't attend or you just want to get that done now, you can also find her info on her site and get started today. We have amazing sponsors who provided snacks last time. So, it contributes to the vibes, having a little snack and a little drink.
Let's just call it what it is. It's an event.
It is an event. It is a party. It is the moment. So it's so much fun. And the team is just anybody who's there wearing the bright pink shirt. You'll see me there wearing the bright pink shirt. Everybody is rooting for you. We all want you to get that job. We all want to improve your life, like do our part to make your life better. Because we care about this community and we all care about the work we do. So definitely come out, hang out. And if you have questions, you can always reach out to me.
I love it. And, we're really trying to take away any obstacles, no excuses, no obstacles, no barriers for anyone, whether you're in the workforce already or trying to re-enter. And one of the things that we've started, and this was, last year, is our business resource closet. And we have that on full display at our job fair as well. So we've got you covered on the resume. If you don't know how to put one together or you want to update it, we got you covered. If you've been justice involved, we've got you covered. We got the expungements going on. Our business resource closet, we take donations of gently used business attire that we collect every quarter. And then we literally set up a whole lounge area with a mirror and everything. It's really cute. With all of the business attire, shoes, accessories, clothing, all for free. So if you need, business attire for your interview or your job, come. We have that as well. And shout out to everybody who has donated faithfully. Every quarter, we have more than plenty that we can give away. And then we donate to a local nonprofit, whatever's left over. But so two things, if you're interested in donating, bring your old gently used clothes here down at the chamber. We'd love to give those out to our folks to better assist them. And if you're looking for business attire, we got you covered. So, and then we were doing seminars as well, and we're kind of working through that, but trying to provide little helpful tidbit 15-20 minute seminars, whether that's rebuilding your credit, how to apply for a loan, just anything that might better enrich someone's life. So we talked about health and mental, physical fitness. We've covered it all. So we literally want to be your one-stop shop to prepare you, equip you, encourage you, love on you, and cheer you on, whether it's through a transition or just coming back into the workforce. So we are so excited about our August job fair for sure.
The best chamber in town. That's it. I'm telling you.
Literally.
You literally have all the resources. It's up to you just to make sure that you take full advantage of them. I mean,
yeah.
So,
No, it's
hey,
so
I know
many.
we're kind of running. I want to see if we can squeeze one last question for you as well too. And so we talked about everything that you're doing for the chamber, everything you're doing great for our workforce. But talk to us briefly about what's your future plans in this role. How is Sindy gonna blow up this role, right?
Well, my background in like marketing and sales and project management, they all taught me relationships and communication is everything. So like I already touched on it a little, but I really want to make these things like a tangible thing that I can teach and share with our community. So, I'm very blessed with the ability to talk and hang out with people from all walks of life. And through that, I just want to, I just really want to focus like on the education of everything, and make sure that people know that there's lots of organizations, there's lots of folks out there who are wanting to improve the workforce and the job seeking. The processes like interviewing is so strange right now. I feel like there's not a lot of transparency. So part of what I want to do is just make the chamber more transparent with the jobs that we're offering, like on our site, the ones that we're including on there. I want all the information you can ever ask for on there. And I just want to make the work, like the job market, a happier place and more transparent, and just teach people how to improve those relationships. So it's going to be a lot of the education side of things. We want to start hosting seminars, bringing in experts who know how to get started in certain fields. I just want the community to know if they're interested in like a specific field that, I don't know much about a lot of industries that are out there, but if you're interested in one of those, I want them to know that they could come to us here at the chamber and we will do the research to get them started. We'll find them a friend. So I think a lot of it is going to be focusing on the education side of workforce.
Nice.
Awesome. Sindy, you are doing a phenomenal job. Thank you for all that you've done up to this point, and just really growing in this role and vision casting for the future. You're just doing a great, great job. So happy that you're on the team. I look forward to the next year and just seeing all the amazing things that you're going to roll out and continue to impact our community as a whole, because what you do really does make a difference. And so thanks for being you. Thanks for being awesome. We appreciate you. And thanks for joining us on the podcast.
Of course. Thanks for having me, guys.
Well, guys, this is going to wrap up our episode for this week. But don't forget, check us out on all major streaming platforms. Our episodes drop every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Talk of the Town podcast. We'll see you guys next week.